Hey, I'm Roland with Mobile Geeks, and we're here at LG at CES 2014, and we're checking out the Intel Core version of the Tabbook 2, which is basically the high-end version of the one that's over there, because this is the Atom-based version, and that is the high-end Core Haswell-based variant of the same device. So they both have a 11.6-inch Full HD screen in there. It's an IPS panel, so you get pretty good viewing angles. If you look from the sides here, the viewing angles are pretty much awesome right there. This one has 4 gigs of RAM in there. I don't know about the size of the hard drive, and I'll just check it out for a second. This one has a 128 gig SSD in there. It weighs in at 1.05 kilograms or 2.31 pounds on this. The Core version is actually 16.7 millimeters thick, so it's a bit thicker than the Atom-based one. I'll show you that in a second. They're both based on Windows 8.1, and let's take a quick look at the device itself. We have a webcam up here. We don't know the exact specs because LG hasn't released these yet, so I can't tell you anything about the battery life, but what's special about this device is actually this sliding mechanism. They had that on the Tabbook 1 or the first generation Tabbook 2, so if you hit this button right here where it says push, the screen actually slides up like this, and you'll end up with a 2-in-1 kind of notebook, except you don't get a trackpad on this. Let's take a look around. We have the headset jack over here. The micro SD card slot is actually underneath that volume rocker you see up there. That's the push button for this lovely screen that makes you almost drop the device. Back here you get this highly technical sliding or hinge design back there. Let's fold it back together. That's a screen right there. We had nothing on the front pretty much, and on the right you have another speaker plus this button, of which I still don't know what it does. That over here, that's probably the start button or something. That's the power button right here, and on the back you get the power jack plus HDMI out full size, and on this one there's actually 2 USB 3.0 ports, so the Atom version only has one of them. And that is a micro USB port right there, and you actually have fan vents because the Intel Core i5 4005U that's in this device actually needs some fan vents to get its heat out. Let's try and compare these two devices. They both look pretty much the same, but if you look down here, you'll actually notice that the base on the Atom version is a bit thinner, and I'm just going to put both of them on top of each other. I'm just going to be mad like this. So you have the Atom-based one on top, and you'll see that the lower one, which is the Core version, is just a tiny bit thicker, which is about 3 millimeters. So I was rolling with Mobile Geeks, checking out the LG Tabbook 11.6-inch Tabbook 2 with Intel Core in there.